Like I remember talking to a security guy, and he said the best guys are the guys that they de-escalate it.
Yeah.
He goes, you don't, because this guy used to put together crews of guys to, I think it was for like rock concerts and stuff. And he said you didn't want to get guys that wanted to fight. You didn't want to have those guys because those guys would be a fucking headache, and every night there was going to be something, and there was going to be lawsuits. Like what he was saying you ultimately wanted was nothing to happen.
Yeah.
So I remember, because I was joking with him, I remember a long time ago, the Grill 93, this old Dick Doherty room.
I remember that joint.
So two guys were about ready to go at it in the club, and the bouncer gets them outside. Okay, and this guy's trying to say his point of view, and he put his hand on his shoulder. He goes, no, all I was trying to do, and he barely went like that on his shirt. And he goes, okay, first of all, don't touch me. That's what the bouncer said. And just immediately it was here, and then it went to here, and then those two guys started yelling at each other, and then within, I don't know what the fuck, he just twisted the guy up and took him out. And I forget who the fuck I was with. We were fucking dying laughing. It just became a catchphrase between us. He would come up, hey, Bill, you working this weekend? Okay, first of all, don't touch me. You immediately just escalate it, where it just becomes a what the fuck. And then, first of all, don't touch me. From 90% of guys is immediately going to put you in your ego, where it's like, oh fuck, now he's on top of me and I'm the bitch. I gotta at least get a little get at his eyebrow level. I have to come back with something else. It was inevitable. The second he said that, first of all, don't touch me, I did like the 3 slide steps down, because I learned that young watching fights. You know, you don't want to have a really good seat because it's like a tornado. You don't know where it's going to go, and you think you're like 20 feet away. That meant me at a Bruins game, the old Boston Garden, and it was like one of those, just everybody smoking. You probably couldn't smoke in the Garden at that point. I just remember like smoky bars and shit. So we went in there and everybody was hammered. I was hammered, drinking like fucking Heffenreffers. Remember the Green Death, right? Like, dude, this is like 6% alcohol. So some like one of those 2 rows of fans fighting, which is always great because like the people that are a row up are just throwing down. These guys getting fucking pounded. There's always a loafer laying there, right? Mike Milbury picking it up. So I remember the cops ran up there, and I ran up too to watch the fight, and they started grabbing guys and coming down the stairs, and it was the Boston Guard, and there was nowhere to go. And I just remember this big cop bounding down the stairs. He literally had a handful of this guy's neck. It was like his whole neck and his jugular, and this guy was two colors. I just remember he was going, try to push me down the stairs, and he came down like... And I was trying to get out of the way, and I think the guy who he had grabbed, like his knee fucking hit me in the back. I just got caught by the debris of this guy running by, and that's when I kind of learned like, how to watch your fight, which you watch a fight and you're looking at your exits, because like I said, it's like you don't know where it's going to fucking go. And I had learned that lesson. So when I saw that guy say that, first of all, don't touch me. I was just like, okay, sliding over here, let some other people settle in front of me. I can do. I like doing that.
Yeah, that's the same as if, you want to be above, slightly above, looking down at all the altercations. You get a better viewpoint there anyway.
Yeah, I suck at it, dude. I stopped fighting in like junior high. That was it. I just knew. I was like, this is not my thing. I can't slip a punch. I am slow as shit. I got a big head. I got a huge target. This is not going to go 3 rounds. It's just not. I fought up until like around 6th grade. I think I probably had my last one. And then all of a sudden kids started to get 120, 130, 140 pounds, and there started being blood and fucking people missing a couple days of school after a beat down. I was just like, you know what? Okay. I think I'll be the funny guy.
It's weird how things go sideways like that when there's a feeling in the air. Whenever chaos breaks out like that and there's a real melee, there's a feeling in the air. Like it's just like you feel it. It's like, oh, this is nuts. Like this is really dangerous.
Yeah.
Like there's a mob mentality feeling that you get that's real weird when things go crazy.
I remember it took me having to leave Boston for about 7 years. I was gone for 7 years before I finally walked into a bar and just felt the normal energy. I think the city's changed a lot, but like that sort of that tail end of the craziness. I walked into a bar and you could just feel it. It's like somebody's going to get suckered. Like, not now. It's about 90 minutes away. You could just feel the level of drunkenness, the energy.
Well, guys would go out looking for fights. Some guys would go out looking for fights.
Yeah, I knew
There's
guys
a guy
like
I used
that.
to train with, Mike Blythe. He used to work at the Rathskeller. He was a bouncer. He would wrap his hands. He would wrap his hands on his way to work.
I knew a guy.
Tape his wrists and shit.
I knew a guy who was a bouncer, and he used to bring a mouthpiece
Oh yeah.
to work, but he used to carry it all the time. And I remember when he would get into a fight, he would fucking it was something where it was a mouth guard who'd bite down. It wasn't like what you guys wear, but it would totally psych the other guy out. Like he would come out and he would just put this thing in, and the guy'd be like, "This guy brought equipment? Like, like what the fuck is going on here?" And I remember one time he got suckered. He knew it was going to be a fight, and I figured, well, for some dumb reason, he sat down on the stairs, and the guy was standing above him, and one of his friends jumped down and just punched him, and I saw the mouthpiece. It was like fucking Buster Douglas Tyson. I saw his mouthpiece fly towards us, and then just, I shouldn't tell these stories, because I don't know, because it's my version of what, it was a long, like
You're not naming names.
It was like 30 years ago, and what happened was we were in an off-campus apartment, and I can't believe I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to tell the quick version.
Tell the whole version.
No. Two of my buddies left to go upstairs. It was one of those, those old fucking Boston. It looked almost like a three-family house, but it wasn't. It was one of those big ones that has all apartments in it, right? So they left the party we were on the first floor, and then they went upstairs. And like 20 minutes, they came back. One of my buddy's shoulders was separated. The other guy flat lipping, and he had a flat top too. And maybe he had this big fucking gash coming right down here, and blood coming down his face. And we were like, "What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened?" He was like, "We just asked this guy for a drink, and the whole party started beating on us." So this whole mob goes up the stairs to go fight the party, right? And I'm going upstairs like, "What the fuck am I doing with my big fucking head? I'm gonna get knocked out here." But I have to go because of my friends. So we fucking go up there, and we hear the party. So my buddy, the mouthpiece guy, like the most innocent void ever, knocks on the door. He goes, "Hey." He's like, "Is there a party going on in there?" Right? And the fucking door opens up, and it was like a fucking Wild West movie. Like a saloon fight. Just fucking haymakers. I remember, I didn't even want to go in. I was so scared because I was like, "Oh my God, this is going to be fucking nuts." And just the mob just sent me in. And it was just like, everybody's just throwing. I remember this dude jumping over my back, punching me in the face, right? And the smoke fucking clears, and it all settles. It was all like fucking 15-second melee, and it all fucking settles. And we look at the party, and there's like 6 or 7 guys, 6 or 7 girls, and there's like a board game that's tipped over, and we had gone to the wrong party.